Instead, the movement calls for love. It is the greatest and coolest of emotions, so therefore it must be ranked above all others. Love is not definitive. It varies from second to second, from person to person. What I love is greater than what you love. Love has evolved and changed throughout history, and it's never truly known.
1 Corinthians 13:4-8. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others, and it is not self-seeking. Love is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. Love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails. I've known men who had a good side, Fiona. I've known the kind of man you could sit with in front of the fireplace after dinner and just hear the gentleness and the carefulness in the way he speaks.
I've known men who think, oh, a woman, I'd like to take care of her. And not in any way that he thinks he is superior or has control in any way, but in a way that he understands that a woman is a different kind of person and special because of that. Vulnerable in some ways for which he isn't, and, well, he might be vulnerable in other ways too because of the stuff that he has, and treasures what a woman has and thinks, if only I could be close to and feel what she feels and see the world as she sees it, how much richer would my world be? And because of that, he thinks, oh, a woman, I can really take care of her and respect her and love her for who she really is.
Well, I know a man who will say, I want to take care of you because he means he wants to use you for a while. And while he's using you, so you don't notice what he's doing, he'll take care of you like a new car before he decides to trade you in.
I've known men like that too, but not all men are the same. Sometimes you can hear the whole man just in the sound of his voice. You can hear how deep it is or how frightened he gets. You can hear how complex and supple and how confident he can be in himself.
Sorry. People think I'm just this determined person, just barging ahead, not really sensitive, whereas in truth I am.
I know. Hey, do you know about dreams?
Well, I have dreams.
Yeah, but do you know what they mean?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I had this dream once. A few of my old friends had asked me to be a part of their wedding, so of course I was going to go, but like usual, I was late getting there, so I got someone to airlift me in. When I got to the grand wedding, the next thing I knew was I just dove into this pond, and then the walls of the pond collapsed and all the water drained out, and 1,500 fish died. But everyone started looking for survivors. But of course, I had to go because I had to take my mom to the MoMA so I could get to the gym. Well, somehow I got her to the exhibit. I don't really know how, but I got her there. And I'm walking her into the water to say goodbye when this huge 25
Well, I'd like to kiss you.
Kiss me? But I don't even know you.
But if you kiss me, then you would know me. God. God. God damn it! I wanted so badly just to lie down next to her on the couch and to wrap my arms around her and just sleep. Not fuck like in the movies, not even have sex together. Just to sleep in the most innocent sense of the phrase. But I lacked the courage because she had a boyfriend. I was gawky and she was gorgeous. I was hopelessly boring and she was endlessly fascinating. So I walked back to my room and collapsed on the bottom bunk, thinking if people are rain, I was a drizzle and she was a hurricane. God damn it! God damn it!
God damn it. This is how it is.
Yes, this is how it is. God damn it! When I was a boy, I had it made. My coach told me, you could be good.
You could be damn good.
I had the instincts. I could hit the ball.
I can hit the ball.
I could run.
I can run.
My dad played football.
My dad played football.
Then they just told me you're this jerk, this macho stuff, this big man bullshit. And
Bullshit.
my instincts are all
Bullshit. Big man.
My instincts are all off.
Big
I
man.
thought girls would like this,
Big
but
man.
they didn't.
Did it. No.
So I hung out with these guys.
Did it,
It
guys.
wasn't at all what I had in mind.
Brother.
All the fun and
No.
gone. Pretty soon,
Did it.
I couldn't hit. I
Oh,
couldn't
no.
catch. I was slowing down.
Did it. Shooting on your dad. You think no one can understand, but you can talk about these things under it. Because these men, they understand. Because they've gone through it. They know things. They all want to talk about it. They try to life. They open up to them. They open up right back. God! Girls are socialized, so they want a man to be older, take charge, have money, have status. Well, they play hard to get. And boys are about to feel stupid. Feel inferior. Not as smart as girls.
I told my dad,
They almost have
I don't want to do this.
girl.
This is a game. I
So the
felt
boys
ready
can
to
talk big.
He said,
Develop a line.
what
Kick
treating
on the
your
wrist.
friends around there?
Hit on women.
They're doing it.
Nothing to answer, no. Let's the younger women.
You can't get
I don't
hurt.
even handle men like this.
You get hurt?
They have
What
no
does it
style.
matter?
More lose you, more high heels.
They hate themselves.
They hate
It never
themselves.
was for
They
me.
blame the men. The men hate them.
Literally,
It's a vicious
never
circle.
was
Vicious
for me.
cycle. So fuck these women. Fuck these women. People think it's hard to be a woman, but it's not easy to be a man. The expectations people have, that a man should be a civilized person. Of course, I think everyone should be civilized, men and women both. But when push comes to shove, say you have some bad people who are invading your country, just raping your wives and daughters. Then people want a man who can defend his home. People want a man who can be with themselves and go to their target like a bullet, like tanked up motors, turn loose with no brakes to hold them back. This noxious world. And then suddenly, when it's over, a man is supposed to just put it away and carry on with his life? Not to feel these emotions or even act on it. To do it for her so she can stand aside and deplore it. To feel it as much as him as it is for her. Not to go through life denying it. Feeling it as intense as lovely in its way as kindness. Because to know this pain is to know the whole of life before we die. Not some pretty small piece of it. To know who we are, both of us, together. This is a gift that a man can give a woman.
We have love for our family, for activities. done.
Come the distance of 40 moons to tell you the good news. We're going to have a baby.
What are these beefs?
Come back to Washington and we'll talk.
No, no babies, no Washington. I have a life here. I'm very happy.
Honey, this is no job. You've been elected the 4th most admired woman in the world thanks to me looking up in the heavens waiting for me these past 5 years.
I have a stiff neck and a broken heart, and I just want to be left alone. Don't even talk to me. 2 months ago, I went to the White House to accept that award, and instead I was dragged down a dark passage, thrown down on a bed in the Lincoln room.
How do you think this job makes me look?
Rude hands spread my legs and inserted into me, Skippy Schaefer, a disc. A metal disc that is burning within me right this moment.
If you quit being hysterical, let me explain.
I was held prisoner in the White House. I am not talking about Tijuana, Mexico. I am talking about the White House.
Our new address, if you don't go humiliating
A
me.
Marine guard played the cello while they tied me down on Lincoln's bed.
So you wouldn't be frightened when the bolts came.
I waited until she dozed.
The cello was to while away the terror.
I picked up that bow and plunged it through her heart. I ran out of the White House and got to a heliport where I commandeered a helicopter. Get me out of light! Get me into darkness that's burning within me! My helicopter exploded. I was Icarus through the sky, land in the North Sea, Eliza across ice floes. Dolphins take me on their backs to Oslo. I go to the Oslo Employment Agency. I want to be pure. I want to be clean. They say, you want to clean. They give me a job. I sail 40 miles out to this iceberg. I fray this. I cook. I clean.
You're so goddamn selfish. I'd splash down New Year's Eve as 1999 became 2000. You'd present me with the perfect child. Give the world a new legend.
I have burned my house. I'm cleaning the world. I'm trying to be a saint in the Church of Life. I'm trying to purify myself.
Okay, Skippy, deny the world dreams. Deny the world legends. I'm sorry, but my kid is going to be born in the White House or not at all. Skippy, put on the helmet. It's the only thing that can block the bolts that are coming down upon you.
I'm not Skippy. I'm Freitas. The woman you married no longer exists. I have changed myself. I have become a different person. Oh God, reinvent fire and burn Frank Schaefer in his spacecraft.
Come on.
I am a brand new person. I have changed myself and I am happy. So happy.
I love pizza. I had a dream tonight.
As did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep? Well, they do dream things true.
Oh! Then I see we haven't been with you. She's the fairy's midwife and comes in a shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little atomies, and 4 men's noses as they lie asleep. For wagon spokes of long spider slaves, the covers of the wings of grasshoppers, the traces of smallest spider webs, the collars of moonshine's watery beams. Her whip of cricket's bone, the lash of film. Her wagoner, a small gray-coated gnat, not so big. It's a round little worm, pricked from the lazy finger of the maid. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut made by joiner squirrel or old grub, time out to mind the various coachmakers. And in this state she gallops night by night, or lovers' reigns, as they do dream of love, or courtiers' knees, who dream on courtesy straight, or lawyers' fingers, who straight dream on fees, or ladies' lips, who straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry mab with blisters plague, because their breath with sweetmeats tainted are. This is the mab that gallops through the night and sometimes come over courtier's nose, and he dreams of smelling out a suit. Sometimes she comes with tight pigtail, tickling a parson's nose as he lies asleep, and then drinks he of another benefice. Sometimes she draggeth over a soldier's neck, and he dreams of cutting foreign throats, of breeches, of bestidos, Spanish blades, of helps 5 fathoms deep, and then anon drums in his ears, at which he starts and wakes, and being thus frightened, swears a prayer or two, and sleeps again. This is the mab that plays the manes of horses in the night, that makes elf-lock and foul, sluttish hair, which once untangled much misfortune bodes. This is she that when maids lie on their back, that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she who...
Peace, Mercutio! Thou talkest of nothing.
True. Talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of a substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind, who woes even now in the frozen bosom of the north, and being angered, puffs away from thence, turning his face to the dew-dropping south.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and I fear we've come too late. For I fear too early. For my mind misgives some consequence, yet hanging in the stars, shall bitterly begin his fearful date with this night's revels, and expire the term of a despised life closed in my breast by some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my sail. On, lusty gentlemen!
Eternal and yet fleetingly transitory. It is both chemical and rational. It is destiny and a daily act of the will. It is physical and ephemeral. If such duality, we agree it can be everything, but is it ever nothing? I wrote our love upon a piece of paper. I wrote it out fully and finally expressing our bond to the final savior.
Holding on hurts so much, caused so much pain, the weight of want holding me down. Why was it so hard? Why so sad? The feelings of together no longer pain.
Why?
Giving up,
The curious
I swore
upon
never
a
to
sea
do,
mile.
causing so much pain over just you.
I wrote a love in the sky, high and bright away from the earth, among the heavens, enslaving the lost.
Letting go, not giving up is what I do. Moving on to the future after today. The past is behind and life goes on. The pain deep in my chest, no longer there. Giving up, the best thing I've done in a month and a half. No longer reaching for a hand that is no longer there.
The cold soil holding tight, I wrote our love in stone, granite, as cold as your tears, marble, as sturdy as your smile, keeping it away from the nothingness.
The embrace, once filled with a written love, now as cold as stone and ice. I once said neither angels nor demons could separate us, but that's just the lie hope makes you up. A simple thread of fate would do just that.
I wrote our love in the sky, or in the dark. The light burst out ever forth to brighten every day and guide others to the salvation of the bond. I wrote our love in a rose. The red sunlight's last rays, the flame of beauty amplified by the gem in your lips. I wrote our love in blood, spilled from my arm, written on my heart beating in your hand. The angels may envy us, many a man may hate us, but the only thing that matters is that our love is written.
The bittersweet bite of freedom, no longer attached to anyone, not caring for any but myself. Love binds a sweet bind, happy to shed the remnants of that robe. Smile for the first time, crosses my lips when I wake with no dreams of you. we returned to the earth. International 48818 looked upon us and stepped back. Equality 72521, he said, your face is white. But we could not speak, we stood looking upon them. They backed away as if they dared not touch us. Then they smiled, but it was not a gay smile. It was lost and pleading, but we still could not speak. Then they said, we shall report our findings to the city. So your spirit came here. Types of love. Eros, a passionate, physical, and emotional love based on aesthetic enjoyment. Stereotypical romantic love. Ludus, a love that is played as a game or sport, conquest, may have multiple partners at once. Storge, an affectionate love that slowly develops from friendship based on similarity. Pragma, that love that is driven by the head, not the heart. Mania, obsessive love, experience great emotional highs and lows. Very possessive and often jealous lovers. Agape, selfless, altruistic love. Spiritual.
Love is a feeling that cannot be described. It is heart-wrenching and consuming. It's what makes you smile after you've been crying for hours. Right now, I am in Fallujah. I am in Darfur. I'm on 63rd and Park having dinner with Ellen Barkin and Ron Perelman. I'm on Lafayette and Astor waiting to hit you up for change so I can get high. I was in the cave with Osama and on the plane with Muhammad Atta. And what I want you to know is that your work here has barely begun. And what I want you to trust is the efficacy of divine love if practiced consciously. And what I need you to believe is if you hate who I love, you do not know me at all. Do not misunderstand me. Who I love is every last one. I am every last one. People ask of me, where are you? Where are you? Verily, I ask of you, where are you? Where are you? Judas. Judas. Is it ever anyone else, Judas? I miss you. I miss you, Judas.
Don't fucking touch me!
Judas?
I said take your fucking hands off, take them off! Back off my grill, man, back off!
Sorry.
Back off more.
I'm sorry. Judas, if 1,000 strangers spit on me and kick me as they pass, I will smile. But if the brother of my own heart gives me only a passing hard look, I will not sleep that night, nor sleep at all until he loves me again.
No.
No what?
No more fucking fortune cookies, that's what. You want to say something? Fine, I can't stop you. You want to apologize? Fine, apologize and go. Just for once, speak like a normal fucking person.
I'm not a normal person, Judas, and I'm not here to apologize. I have always been who I am and what I am, and when have you ever heard me deliver my message differently, Judas? When?
Just go away.
I won't go away.
That'd be the first.
I have never gone away, Judas. Look at me. I love you. And all I want is not just to be near
fuck out of here, okay?
Judas.
Don't fucking Judas me. You're not wanted here, okay, Mr. fucking above it all?
I am not above it all, Judas. I am right here in it with you. Don't you see that?
I see a lot of things.
You see a lot of things.
That's right.
What about him? Do you see him? Call unto him. He is not real. Rather, they must conjure him, and he is still but a vapor blown away by a hummingbird's breath. He is not real. He is false. He is a lie. Touch him. Go ahead.
I don't want to touch him.
Stand up, Judas.
You know, I can't. I'll tell you what I watched you trip over your own dusty feet to heal the blind, the sick, the lame, the unclean. Any two-bit fucking strangers stub their toe. When some lowly distant relative, too cheap to buy enough wine for his own fucking wedding, suddenly runs out, no problem. You just presto change when it's fucking Miller time and old Cannon again, wasn't it, bro? But where the fuck were you when I needed you, huh? Where the fuck were you?
Judas.
You forgave Peter. And bullshit Thomas. You knocked Paul of Tarsus off a horse. You raised Lazarus from the fucking dead, but me? Me. I made a mistake. That was wrong. You should have told me. And if a broken heart wasn't sufficient reason to hang, you should have told me that too.
What you think? I thought it would have changed your mind, that it would have.
All I know is that you broke me and fixed me. And then I'm here. Did you want to know when you delivered your message differently? At the temple, Jesus, that's where. And you were beautiful there, and we all saw it. And I loved you, and that's all I did. And
Judas. What if I told you that you're not here? That you were with me in my kingdom even now, and you've been there from the morning of my ascension, and that you never left?
that's what I think about.
I love you. I love you, Judas.
Should have done it.
Judas. Judas, don't you know what would happen the very moment that you got down on your knees?
Why on my knees? They should have buried me standing up because I've been on my knees my whole life. You left me.
I never left you.
I never thought that you could have left me.
I'm right here.
But you didn't love me.
I do love you.
Why didn't you make me good enough so that you could love me?
Please take my hands, Judas.
Where are you?
I'm right here. Here.
Where are you going?
I'm right here.
Don't leave me.
I love you, Judas. Please stay. Please love me, Judas. Sometimes showing love to those who don't deserve it is when love can be the most powerful. Love does not necessarily need to be earned because love has no limits. It's patient, kind, not self-seeking, allowing it to grow and endure all things. But love can overcome life's biggest challenges and decimate all fear. Love was created by God. It was a gift from Him. God's love is boundless. However, sometimes we forget that it needs to be nourished and cultivated within our hearts, which is where it falters. It's not necessarily the love itself, but the lack of attention we give it. God's love covers all sin. His love has no limits.
If I get murdered in the city, don't go revenging in my name. One person dead from such is plenty. No need to go get locked away. When I leave your arms, the things that I think of, no need to get overwhelmed. I'm coming home. I wonder which sibling is better, which one my parents love the most. I sure did get in lots of trouble. They seem to let the others go. A tear fell from my father's eyes. I wondered what my dad would say. He said, I love you, and I'm proud of you all in so many different ways. If I get murdered in the city, go read the letter in my desk. Don't bother with all my belongings, but pay attention to the list. Tell my sisters that I love them. Make sure my mother knows the same. Always remember, there was nothing worth sharing like the love that let us share our name. Always remember, there was nothing worth sharing like the love that let us share our name.
I was in love with your beauty from the day you walked my way. Oh, how I wish that was enough to have made me want to stay. See, I'm as true as I try to be, and I must say, my girl, I tried the best to give to you all of the truest in the world. But when I left your house that morning in that ragged Thunderbird, tried so hard to fight the voices from the devils that I heard. See, there's a highway to the right of us. I took a year ago, and since a year ago, can't drive past without turning down
So give me a try at describing just how difficult it is when you cuddle on two girls to figure out which one you miss. Stumble away from your stairway with your perfume on my clothes, or cuddle on two girls with your
And if I could gather up the damage that I've been doing my life, place it on a stand and place the damage done that night, then it'd be safe to say the weight of all I did surely more against the life's wrong I ever did to you.
My name is Balthazar, impresario, and you'll find me at the bottom of the lake. I have artist's hands, though I'm a working man, but my craft has been forgotten by the age. So tonight will be my last night on the stage. This is my family's tree. My father built this place at the turning of the 20th century. I have been working here for some 50 years, and the young these days are glued to TV screens, and the old girl is dying on her feet. Once more to the boards, one more curtain call. Give the crowd everything they're asking for more. Always make them laugh, try to make them cry. Always take the stage like it's the last night of your life.
You're not allowed to chart love. The reason being is we consider it a binary thing. You're either in love or you're not in love. You love or don't love. I think the reality is it's a process.
Love is unconditional. When I think of love, I think of all out, no restraints, ever forgiving, entirely encompassing, absolute nothing else matters love. This is the love that reaches out to those deemed unlovable, the love that gives hope to those labeled unreachable, and the love that makes it through the impossible. This is the love that allows a man to die on a cross for sins not yet committed. It gives a way to eternal and everlasting hope, happiness, and life. This kind of love I've experienced through my Lord Jesus Christ, and because of that I can share this love with the world. This is hard to share, but amazing to experience, and I will strive until the day that I die to give this love to every individual that crosses my path. Love is unconditional.
Each of you has made an impact as permanent as a tattoo on my heart, on my soul, on my mind. From my first kiss in the cold January wind, outside your aunt's and uncle's house.
Love is something that you cannot find, because when it's right, it's supposed to find you. Love is doing the dishes and cleaning the house, so when she wakes up after a 12-hour shift at the hospital, you can picture that smile on her face. Love is walking back and forth from school with a smile, knowing that she has a car in the rain. Love is tough and brutal and unforgiving. And if you force love, love will beat you down and keep you there permanently. If you let it. Love yourself and love hard, for it is the last unselfish act of our humankind.
To my first love, I asked you out on the day you turned 16. I remember laying on your floor after homecoming, exhausted, but not wanting to leave, eating cheese blasts in your kitchen because I felt bad about eating your parents' food. You were the first to crush me. It took me years to get over you. You're the only person I ever cried over. I screamed my lungs out, punched walls, ran miles upon miles. You showed me to give my heart to someone. But you also provided the stone for the Great Wall of fucking China.
Love is something greater than each and every one of us here. Words can't really describe what love really is, but I think it's somewhere along the lines of seeing all your teammates here supporting you on your very first performance, instead of going out or doing homework on a typical Friday night. Maybe it's constantly sacrificing your needs for someone else's, just to see them happy. Love is not just a feeling. Love is a choice. Love is a struggle, but it's a struggle that unites us all in the end. Love truly is a battlefield.
It's my little distraction. Always have, never did, right? How many nights did we sit and talk, nothing more than talk? I remember driving around, sitting in the car, walking around town. You were my first. We fell in love, but your boyfriend didn't appreciate it much. You made your choice and I wasn't it, and I understand that. You showed me how important a driven partner is, how I struggle if I don't see a person daily, and a new addiction.
Everyone admits that love is wonderful and necessary, yet no one can agree on exactly what it is. Of course, true love never did really run smooth. I am selfish and impatient. I make mistakes, and out of control, and sometimes hard to handle. But if you can't handle me at my worst, you sure as hell don't deserve my best.
Taylor G. You were the most fun I've had in any relationship. I didn't think I stood a chance, and asking you out was the most intimidating thing I've ever done. I didn't. It was by far the best 3 months. You have such talent, so outgoing, such energy. You showed me that I need someone with talent, but probably a little more focus.
I've been through this process of trying to figure out what love is to me, and I've come to the conclusion that, hell, I still have no idea. I'm 19 years old, for God's sakes. But if I had to take a guess, it'd be going to the cafeteria at 5:30 and knowing that you'd be there waiting at a table to make me laugh. It'd be knowing that a scoop dilly isn't weird, but a good sign of friendship. It's a midnight trip to Lawrence to see a concert of someone that I really don't know. Love is sitting on a bucket and taking a beating from a crazy-ass pitcher. Love is knowing that whether you're sharing the stage with me up in the booth in Ames, Iowa, and Fort Collins, Colorado, and Kansas City, you're always going to be with me.
I may forget you all. In a year, your smiles won't be as clear. Tomorrow, I may not remember why we were together. But my heart, my needs, my desires, the next person I go to dinner with, has been formed by you. You've crushed, molded, reshaped, tattooed, impressed my heart. It was so much more than